Welcome, my most dedicated Vikings. This is Blondie speaking. Yes, as you've probably told from the thumbnail, this is going to be another a building training session. So, what I'd like to do, running off the back of the last build, is this... I think we need to rest. Let's rest first. Hello. There we go, alright. So right off the back of the last episode, I had a couple of things in mind that I wanted to try out. Pop you there, don't need to carry the stein. You can stay right here, my friend. Food. I'm not too concerned about the stuff we eat this episode. There is a good reason for that. But we'll get into that in the next episode. Okay, this stuff as well. I know I should plant this maybe at the end of the episode, but this is dedicated to training, so training we shall do. Alright, now I had an idea here. As you probably saw if you watched the last episode, struggling to get my mind around how some of this... Yeah, see look, this is not blue. This will not be blue. This will turn a different color shortly. Must just be the area loading in, I guess. Hello? There we go. That's better. So, I got to thinking about, like, some of the structures here. So we've got, you know, mostly green wall until we get up to this level. And that seems to be fairly universal. But then we come here, and you look at this section here is green. And I'm not quite understanding why. I'm a little bit confused, and it seems to be like it's... I can tell that it's a slightly different shade of green, but it's clearly not yellow. It's not these colors here, these lime colors. What is that? Yes, that's a deeper green. So I'm kind of wondering what's so special about these corner sections. Or even, you know, if it's not the corner section itself, but the general construction that I've done here in such a way that, for some reason, corners are different. Maybe there's just an algorithm, some sort of calculation or something, sorry, which calculates the relative strength based on... Why does it say it's grounded? Must be touching a piece of ground on the other side. That technically means that isn't necessary. Curious. Anyway. So I want to play around with that this episode. I want to try and figure out how I can get this wall higher, because if I try and build this wall up, I'm fairly certain I'm not going to get the height I need. It needs another floor on it, so, you know, another one of these, basically. 3? Yeah, something like that. Actually, probably not even... Is it even that? Yeah, it's 3. It's 3 in total. I don't know that the rooms on the top will need to be quite as tall. Maybe 2.5, but still, you get the point. So I think getting stuff up there will kind of be of a struggle. So I was thinking of ways to reinforce all of this. Let's get into the actual doing of the things. So here's what I had in mind. This is a training episode, so I'm not going to work on that base, at least not right now. Let's do it over here. I need an open area of ground. Ooh, mushrooms. I can't resist. Alright, well actually if I'm going to do that crap, I need the table. Not just that table, but I'm going to need other tables too. Alright. So, if I drop one of these here, and we'll drop one of these here. So what I'm... Go away. Yoink. Okay, so what I was thinking of doing was... Where's my hoe? I bet it's up there as well. You know what? I'm not going to bother with it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It just needs to be touching the ground, that is all. So, something like this. I would like to try a couple of examples here, and I'm probably going to need more stone. So there's one example like this, where I'm going to try and... Can I even cross brace it like this? I don't know that I can. Yeah, it's not going to let me cleanly do that. I think I could probably do it. Alright, let's get some wood. After we've had some food. There we go. Right, so... Surely this is not going to treat it all like one... Yeah, it's only going to snap to the edges and not to the middle. Okay, well that just makes it more interesting, I guess. I suppose what I could do to kind of simulate this is... no, that wouldn't work. See, what I was thinking of doing... Actually, let's just go ahead and try this anyway. I'm just going to eyeball it. Like this. Kind of thing. And then we would have, like, another layer on top. So, like... You know, something like this. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit too dicky to try and do it this way. So even then, you know, I've got it staggered out here. In places like this, because I've got smaller blocks here. But, you know, you look at all of those going up there and they look perfectly happy. Till they get to the top. So I'm kind of wondering... So that's... roughly the same color, might be a slightly more yellow. Yeah, I don't know if the cross section here makes any difference. See how you've got two above and one below, sort of nestled right in the middle of the two. That's kind of what I was thinking. In order to do that, though, I'd have to put down smaller blocks, which I think would potentially compromise the build. Now, we are experimenting, so let's give it a shot. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is not going to be happy. Surprisingly enough, it's not too bad. Interesting. Alright, but in order to actually get up here, we're going to need this. This will be less happy. Oh no, it is grounded though, actually. Excellent point. Okay, no, I need the small ones. And that's where I run out of stone. So I guess really, yeah, so we're getting to the top here and I can see that it's starting to change color. So that is, you know, roughly 3 high. And I think... It's not even, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting it to 4. So that's that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I mean, yeah, it starts to yellow off at the 5th. So this is maybe a little bit behind, but I think that's because it's compromised by the smaller blocks. I think the smaller blocks have less... We'll call it holding power, less strength. So I think that's the height that we sort of stop building that one. I want to see how high they go basically before they start to change color, like naturally. 1, might as well mine some more stuff while we're here too. Shouldn't take much to get us some extra rocks. Vikings love their fucking rocks. Alright, we are going to need a bit more. So the next build I'm going to build straight up just by itself. So I'm going to stack them perfectly one on top of the other. See how high we can get that one. Oh, mushrooms. Mushrooms. And this is leading somewhere. There are some other things I would like to do as well. More tests. Just want to kind of strike while the iron is hot, so to speak. Alright, so this one shouldn't require quite as much stone investment. Let's go... So what I can actually do is like build it out this way a little bit. Then again, I kind of need these to be on parity here. Right, so let's put one here. That, in theory, should be touching the ground. Yes, it is. And this one we just build up. It's not touching this one here, so it shouldn't impact it at all. Alright, that's where it starts to go yellow, and that's pretty drastic too. So we've got a green here. Get rid of that. So we've got a green. Actually, no, there it is there. So that's a dark green. That's starting to go a lighter color, and then it just goes straight to yellow. So I think that's fairly consistent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So generally speaking, we can make it up 4 fairly comfortably. We get to the 5th, and it really starts to go a bit skew-if. Alright, so I'm fairly certain if I put another layer on top of here... Yep, we'd get a similar color. Not quite as deep, but pretty close. So this way looks to be more efficient if we're just stacking straight on top. But again, that's probably because of the smaller stones being used here. That's handy to confirm at least. Now, the other thing I'd like to do, there are actually a couple of things I'd like to do, but we can't do some of them right now. I would love to do a wood iron pole, but we only have 1 iron, and I'd need to do multiple of those in order to fully test this theory out. But what we can do is use one of our fantastic resources here. Where are you? I had another pile set down. Did that disappear? Here it is. We can use this guy. So, this one is a little bit different of an idea, but still kind of basically the same principle. So if I put a log here, and again we're measuring relative height here, so it doesn't really matter if they're exactly on the same level here, doesn't matter at all. Is that balancing properly? I think it is. Yeah, okay, that looks fine. Okay, I'm gonna need more rocks. Let's go back through the portal and grab those rocks, I think. They can stay. And they can stay. We need more rocks. Probably would have been worth saving a couple of iron, but I really needed all of these extra bits and pieces. Needed the shield. Needed the chainmail. Wanted the axe and the bow. That's kind of non-negotiable. Do I have any rocks left in here, or did I grab them all? No, I've got some. There we go. That should be enough. Okay. Right. let's see what happens if I kind of use this as like a reinforcement thing. What happens here? What happens if I just put this... Okay, that bus by itself, so that needs to be grounded. That's fine. How can I grab you? Okay, I can snap it to the bottom like this. Okay, that actually clips right in. That's grounded. It's not touching this, but it's grounded. So there must be like an outer edge here, which this is clipping into. Alright, let's see what happens if we play around with this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bust that because I want to continue that up. Although it did look like it started to... I think it did start to discolor. Yeah, I can start to see a little bit of discoloration there. But let's continue building it up and see how it looks. I'm going to need a bit more wood, I think. Oh, and I'm going to need the... Gonna need the poles, man. Gonna need the core wood. There we go. Alright, curious to see if this gives it any sort of longevity. Kinda sort of... I was going to say, I don't really want to orient it up that way, but... I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, that's not happy. Can't say I blame ya. I wouldn't be happy either. I wonder if there are actually ladders in this game at some point. How am I going to do this? How am I actually going to get up here? Kind of make a roundabout ladder like this. Can I do that? Nice. Only got enough for 2 more. Okay, but I can add to this, so let's do that now. Boom. See, that is grounded. Or, I should wait for that to change color. Yeah, that's a different color green. I'm almost positive that whatever I put on here is going to be yellow. Yep. Yep. Alright, so how many levels have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same again. It's the same again. What's the deterioration like, though, if I keep going? If I put 1 more level on top, what does that look like? Yeah, that's not happy. Okay. Suppose the other thing... Let's try this. I need to wait for a tick and see if that changes color, but I'm guessing probably not. However, what about if I also reinforce here? Maybe it's a numbers game. It's not really changing, is it? It's kind of the same. Yeah. Alright, well, I mean, the result's basically the same, so that's... seems to be some sort of hard limit there. That's a shame. How are we gonna do this? Yeah, okay, we're getting dark. Let's rest. Well, I'd be lying if I said that's the result I was hoping for. That is for sure. I mean, the only other thing that we haven't played around with is the wood iron poles. I did notice too that with these blocks over here, the ones kind of hanging out, I could reinforce them with the stone arch, and that seemed to help. So if you have a look up here... stone cutter, god damn it. Okay. So, if we have a look here, you can see this one's in pretty rough shape, but if I add a stone arch underneath, somewhere arbitrary, you can see that it's not quite as angry. And I don't think it changes much if I add another one. If it does, it's minuscule. But you can already see with these hanging out here off... See, that one's greener, that one's yellow. Why is that? I'm almost wondering if there's like a corner-to-corner thing going on here. So, like, what I mean by that is, you know, this, the inside, let's get this out of the way. The inside corner here is bordering on stone next to it here, stone above it. Like, it's basically braced on three sides. Or from three things on that corner. I wonder if that's a possibility. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's put that back before the whole thing collapses. Ay, ay, ay. Please don't tell me it's spawned those above. It sure did. Okay. Okay, well... Alright, what happens if I don't expect that's going to make any difference at all, but... Just kind of playing with things now. Could be a delayed reaction. While that's thinking about it, let's go and fix our stuff. pretty sure that's not a delayed reaction. Okay, well. Don't really know what else I can test with at the moment. I suppose I could try and cross-brace everything. I don't quite know how I would manage to do that. And that wouldn't work with this build anyway. They need to be kind of, you know, flat walls. This is going to be tricky. Even if I put stone next to this, underneath the floor, I think it's not going to be happy. I mean, they do fit under there. I think I did try this anchor. Let's do it. Or rather, let's do it here. Because we can. So if I anchor that one up there, so that one's yellow. See, that's also half and half. Alright, let's play around with this one. Alright, so let's get ourselves a bit of a walkway up here. Ugh. Oh, aren't you lucky? You are very lucky, my little friend. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is... let's destroy this. Let's destroy this, because it's going to make this not very happy. Let's put down... I don't think this is going to be a perfect parity, but... Let's put down a couple of these. Get rid of that. Okay, so that's looking decidedly unhappy. What we really need to do is push that up though. Because that is still partially connected. Give me them rocks. So I want this to connect to the wood. There we go. Okay, so that is now connected right on the corner there, next to the wood. If we look at that, it's yellow. Yep. What happens if I put, say, something like this underneath? Okay, whoa, that one's red. Okay, so those ones not very happy. What happens if I put this here? Still yellow. What about if I then put something underneath? See, that one's red and that one's like a lime color. What is the major difference between the two? That one's connected to wood and that one isn't. Fairly certain. Yeah, there's like an edge on there, which is connected to the wood. Does the wood impart some sort of weakness then, maybe? What about if I put a stone pillar here? Let's bust that. That'll be unhappy. Just kind of playing around now, just trying to figure out. No, that one's not going to change. What about if I put one underneath? Just for giggles. It's pretty strong up until it gets to here. And then it says, nah. Still definitely not the look I was going for, but nope, that hasn't changed. But you know, what's interesting about that is... So it degrades it by a level, basically. Probably a bit more, actually, if we look at the color. That's going to make this build very challenging. Very, very challenging. Actually, that was the other thing I was going to try. Okay, let's see what happens if I... If I can, like... Can I... I'm not going to be able to orient that on this edge, am I? Oh, I can. Let's put a big one on top. Yeah, that is not happy. It senses. It senses things. Okay. Well, I mean, the only other thing that I haven't played around with, I suppose, is the wood iron pole. That's the only other thing I could potentially think of. Although I suppose I haven't tried the stone floor. I don't really have much hope for the stone floor, to be honest, but let's put that there. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oops. Come on, where's my mouse? There you are. I mean, it's better support than some of the other stuff. So I guess I could potentially do something like that. But even then, it's not fantastic. It's not. What happens if I then... Nah, still not really a goer, is it? Damn. I was hoping there'd be some way to hack the system, but if there is, definitely not privy to it. Maybe I could get a bit more out of it through this, something like this structure. But that to me seems pretty definitive. I mean, stone floor definitely helps, don't get me wrong. This is what has me curious, though. This right here. Why is this part so strong? Not even any supports here. The other end has more supports. Or is that why? Is it because there are more things anchored here that it's leeching strength from these stones? What's this side like? Yeah, okay. Let's test something. So where is that super horrible... Alright, right here. Let's bust this. And this. Alright, has that changed anything? Doesn't look like it. However, if I put a stone floor underneath, maybe it would. Let's try it. Alright, so if I pop a stone floor under here, I'm probably going to have to go up to do this. I'm not going to get much of an angle on... Oh, I could maybe. Just. I can do it just if I get the right spot. There's like a tiny little spot here, I think. Alright, it's probably easier if I do this from the top. Thank you for joining me on this building adventure. Hopefully it's not too boring for you. Building is a part of Valheim. I know. I know. Alright, let's bust this guy. Let's pop out a stone here. So that's looking a bit healthier. And then let's pop another stone here. That looks a little bit healthier, I think. Was it? Or is it the same? I think it was healthier. What happens if I lay down a couple more of these? Did that get worse? See, this corner is what interests me. Why isn't this corner as green as the other one? That is my question. I think a stone floor out like this is probably going to help in the long run, but it's really hard to tell whether it's going to make a huge impact. I'm going to leave this build like this for now. I'm going to purposely leave the stone floor in so that it's a reminder for next time. But I think that's probably as much as I can do. I think maybe the next part of the build is going to have to focus on all of the other internal walls. Kind of get all of those up and constructed so that there's a bit more internal structure here. And then we'll figure out the rest afterwards. Definitely going to need more iron so I can play around with those iron support beams. Maybe, just maybe, they will offer the strength we need. They are reinforced with iron, so that's always a good sign. That's a shame, man. I was hoping I could get some sort of progress on this, but really the only thing I've determined is that stone floors might not be a bad way to support these out. But I mean, we can't go up much further. That's the only problem. Yeah, that's red. That's straight up not going to work. If I try and put another level on this, let's see what happens. I'll try and put another level, if I can. I can just get a level on there. It's red, though. So it may look like, you know, maybe the lower floor is the only way to go right now. I'll have to put like a makeshift roof over this section here so that the bottom is at least covered and usable. Something like this until I can figure this problem out, because this is going to be an issue. It's going to be a big issue. What happens if I put smaller ones up there? Let's give it a shot. Same deal. Same deal. Either way, it's not a winner. Okay. But hey, that's what these episodes are for. Trying to figure out the building system. We are running out of chicken meat. Boar meat. Boar meat that looks like chicken meat. Alright, yeah, we're basically done here. Let's go back. Okay, I'm just gonna eat some necktails, I think. Grab half of those bad boys. There we go. Just for something in the belly. Alright, well, I'd like this episode to go for about an hour. We've got roughly 15 minutes. So, what I was thinking was we could do some hunting. Let's grab some... Do I have enough arrows? That is the question. Let's get stuff for arrows as well. We'll do all of that back at the new base. Can't wait to get the next shipment of iron. I would like to experiment with this more. I'll leave that set up for now. I know that has used a fair bunch of stone, but there's really not much more other than the internal walls that we can do right now, and then try and make the interior a little bit cozy. We can start populating it a bit, I think. But I am going to need to start raising some of this earth very soon. That will require bucket loads of stone that we don't have. Right, let's go hunting. Actually, what I do know... Let's pop all this back, for starters. Okay, let's grab some flint. It would help if the sun came out. It would really help if the sun came out. I can't see a damn thing. Oh, we got some berries. Sure, we'll forage while we're here. There isn't much else I'd like to train up this episode. It was really just testing that theory out, so... Got some confirmation on it at least, I guess. Not the result I was hoping for, but... Well, it is what it is. We are lucky that we are near villages. There will be... Actually, animal husbandry is another thing that I need to be doing. And again, I've mentioned this in previous episodes too, but this is why I'd like to get a slightly more structured format. Bring back the list of tasks to do and try and stick to it if we can. It's tempting to just run straight out and do adventure, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm neglecting, and I know it. You don't need to remind me, I know it. Alright, so let's do the hunting that we need to do. I'm probably still going to need to do a dedicated hunting episode. Gathering, collecting, all that sort of stuff. Because we are running out of food. As in cooked food, I should say. Alright, yeah, we got a bounty up here. I can see a few of them. Keep an eye on that one. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Ooh, so close. That was just a panic spray. Gotcha. Okay. It's kind of nice to go through this area. I haven't had a proper look around. Really just stop to take it all in. To kind of admire the biome and just absorb my options around here. And there is, look at this, there's flint everywhere. That is awesome. Definitely need one of you. I'll take the opportunity to pick up odd bits and pieces, stones, whatever. Whatever we find. I saw a flint here. Where was that? There it is. Okay, very nice. There is a ton of flint here. That is excellent. You know what? I should mark this location. This is a good spot to come and pick up massive amounts of flint. It's everywhere. Okay, we need some... I was going to say we need birdies for feathers, but we really don't. I think we've got plenty of feathers right now. Really just need some food. Let's head back towards the coastline. I have noticed that the boars and deer and stuff do love to congregate around the villages. Did I see something through the trees there? Thought I saw a creature. Okay, we've got plenty of necks. There you are. I did see a creature. And another one. Nice. In bits and pieces. All of your skin belongs to me. Come here. How much flint have I got now? Okay, I got a full stack. I would like a couple more. It does take a bit to craft arrows. And we do go through arrows fairly quickly. I do like me arrows. Here's another good flint location. Marking you. Nice. Okay, we do need necktails too, so I used to grab them. Okay, well that's mostly trouble over there. I'm not really going to bother going into Black Forest. Could also dig this up too if we were feeling really desperate. Gotcha. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Even more flint right here. Potentially got some shallow fishing as well. I haven't done. Is that a dead fish? Nope, that's just a rock distorted in the water. Okie dokie. It's quite elongated. Looked like a fish, okay? Leave me alone. Guessing I could probably domesticate deer as well. Oh, I could too. Oh no, come back, come back, come back. Oh, damn it. Crap. Damn it. Nice chill end to the episode. I figured this is probably more of the mundane stuff that a lot of people don't generally want to watch. I mean, unless you had it on in the background and were doing other things, which I know a lot of people do. How many stacks have I got now? Almost. I'll get 2 full stacks. I swear I heard a bad guy. I did hear a bad guy. There you are. Okay, all of this stuff is necessary. So what have we got now? We've got 5 necktails, we've got 10 boar meat, we've got 8 deer meat. Not nearly enough. When I talk about preparation, this is exactly what I mean. I mean restocking supplies, like a dedicated episode, or 2 even, to completely restocking supplies, like getting fully equipped. Maybe crafting potions, you know, going and hunter-gather kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. Partially. There's obviously more to it than that, but... Okay, we'll grab all of this. Oops, no, I didn't want to grab that. What else have we got down here? I can hear a neck. really like is more deer and boars and other things. Lots of rocks around though, which is nice. Should be able to break all of these down. Did I investigate this? Nope, I guess not. Not much to investigate anyways. I don't mind this, I don't mind. I normally hate grinds, especially when it's just for the sake of XP or leveling or whatever, but this stuff is necessary, and I think that makes it feel like less of a grind, because you actually need these resources. If that makes sense. Four more flint. One more flint. I win. One more flint, one more flint. There we go. Okay, 2 full stacks. Brilliant. Really, I would like more, but I'm not super greedy. This will be fine. And we are starting to reach capacity. We're not quite there yet, but we are getting close. Let's head back. What we are getting close to is the end of the episode. Hello, I see you. Nice, all of that will be handy. Okay. Very coy creatures not coming out onto the plains. No real natural predators. What do I see over there in the distance? Is that just a rock? Nope. That looks like a creature. That's a creature. That's a neck. Ugh. Trying to be a smartass and shoot it blind. Okay. Oh, this is going to be pretty imposing. I'm going to be able to see this from a fair distance away. Excellent. All of that section there is going to need to be terraformed. Actually thinking to myself, entrance there. Yeah, no, it's still possible. Just looking at the map. I'm just figuring out the dimensions in my head. Not the dimensions of my head, the dimensions in my head. My head has dimensions. Or dementia. One of the two. Okay, well, I mean, this is going to be the episode. Let's go and stash the supplies, say our goodbyes, and get ready for next time. I do love the fact that all of these respawn, and they are very, very close by. Small bickies, but these are respawnable. Trees are not. You can plant trees, I know, but, you know, it is what it is. Right, so I'm carrying too much, apparently. Which is fine, because that can go there. This can stay here. The necktails and all that sort of stuff I'll bring with me. Pretty much all of this stuff can come back with me. I don't want to junk up this stash here too much. Let's go home. Okay. Now I did say at the end, if there was a bit of time, I would do some garden tending. Might as well do that now. Let's put all of this stuff away. Okay, what do we got for necktails? Can go there. Really low on ancient bark now. So if anything else, I'm going to bet that upgrading the bow probably requires ancient bark or something silly. Strawberries. There we go. And I do need some of these. Gonna pop these in here for now. I'm gonna leave those backups. Let's go and tend the garden real quick. Okay. Turnip seeds. Lots of turnips. Okay, so I think what makes the most sense is if I sink five at a time. Same with the carrots. Then I've got the seeds here, so I can plant the rest of these. Which I think is everything. Yeah. So the idea is I've got a whole bunch of seeds going here, so yeah, I think that'll be a lot of seeds. So you plant all of these, and 5 of every turnip harvest go back into creating more seeds or something like that. I'll figure out the exact ratio later on. Sausages and some of this. I'll figure out the ratio later. I would, as part of the organization effort, I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I would probably have something like a chest for each type of dish that I wanted to cook close by to the cauldron, so that whenever I needed something, I would just reach into that chest, cook it, and put the excess ingredients back. That's kind of how I'd like it to function. So I'd have maybe 4 or 5 separate dishes that I would consider optimal for a good stamina versus health balance, and like mix and match those, and I would have the chests on hand with all of the ingredients fully topped up, ready to go to be crafted. And then maybe a separate chest for all of the food that I would take, kind of thing. Just a small insight into how my strange brain works. Can never have too much organization. Alright. Let's turn it in. And that is the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly had fun in a more chill kind of setting. Not quite as hectic as previous episodes, but I'm quite alright with that. Until next time, Vikings. Skål!